Well, hello, I'm Lishi Lee, and the legend has kindly let me do a little video for him. So, what we're going to do is we are going to have a look at the Yale Lishi Style picks on a lock that it's not designed for, effectively. So, we've got 5 pins, we've got a 6-pin pick, and the spacings are slightly different.
Hello people, so as you heard Lee saying, this lock doesn't match up to the markings on the Lishi. So let's assume that 1 to 5 across the top. I know it's a 6-pin Lishi, but because we're tackling a 5-pin lock here. So lock A, looking at the plug, like into the holes in the plug, lock A matches up perfectly. The markings on the Lishi go straight down through the middle of those holes, and therefore obviously the pins. But if you've got a lock like plug B, pin number 5, the leash is going to be slightly out and to the left of the hole, and then moving across, pin 1 is over to the right of the marking. And then you might have a lock like plug C, where you've got other kind of differences that aren't so symmetrical. Like plug B is symmetrically different if we take 3 as the center. Plug D is an exaggerated compressed set of 5 pins. They do occur like that, but it's kind of rare. But just for example's sake, that's going to be a problem, but you can still pick it. You can pick locks that don't match up with the markings on the Lishi, and it's just through practice and time that you'll learn to find out where the pins are, understand how you have to adjust how you use the markings, and Bob's your uncle. Back to you, Lishi Lee.
So, if the pick slides in nicely, it might not go all the way in, as you can see here. What you'll then do is have a look around for each pin. So as you can see, number 6 there is to the right of those little tiny gap lines there, as you can see right there. So number 5. Number 4 is pretty much the same. Three, 2. Although 2 is 1, 3 is 2, 4 is 3, 5 is 4, and 6 is 5 in this particular lock. So let's have a little go about picking it. Set bounce. Number 5, 6 on this scale, has got a very strong spring in it compared to the others, which does make it a little bit more tricky because it does tend to like to push the pin back up. There we go, we're now in a false set. Even more of a false set there. See the counter rotation on 2. And we're open. So you can see each pin chamber. You do get a bit of leeway either side, inside the pin chamber. But just because the picking arm isn't lining up, as you can see, doesn't mean you can't use the pick. All it takes is just a little bit of knowledge. That is literally all it is. It's still works just as well. You're not going to be able to decode the lock for obvious reasons, but it will still pick the lock without any issues. So hopefully that will help some people out. Don't forget, when you pop your pick in, first thing you want to do is don't put tension on. Have a look about and find the pin chambers and where they line up on the scale, and just make a mental note of that. There we go. Thanks for watching.
Legendary.